Your Excellency President, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's my great honor to be invited here to speak. It's also my first time to be Kazakhstan. I always pass by here, but never coming. But when I came here, I can feel the strong heartbeat of the Asia and European connection. And yesterday I tried wonderful food. I can feel that the Asian people find themselves here, and I also can feel the European people find themselves here. And 2 hours ago, I spent only 50 minutes with the 50 young people discussing about the future. I can feel the passion for the future. I can feel their global vision for the future. I'm very inspired by this wonderful land. And 2,000 years ago, Silk Road is considered as a new economy. Nobody have thought trade has changed the world that much. Nobody thought that people can do trade in that way. And nobody thought that trade can make Asia enjoy, appreciate, respect Europe, and Europe respect Asia, and all the respect. Silk Road at that time was the most vibrant and energetic economy of that time, and Kazakhstan was the center of that. And 2,000 years passed. There's all kinds of new economy, but something never changed. That's the people that made the difference. It's not the technology that make the difference. It's the dreams behind the technology that make the difference. It's the entrepreneur that make the difference. There are three things that new economy never changed. That is openness, courage, and wisdom. About the openness, I would say the world has changed. Whether you like it or don't like it, in the past 20 years, internet changed the world. Next 30 years, you like it or you don't like it, internet has changed the world even more. There are about 1.8 billion people who were born after 1980s. They were the generation called internet generation. They want new things. Internet has changed, made great contribution to the world, but also caused a lot of uncomfortableness. And people have, whether you like it or don't like it, we have to learn to embrace the things we don't like. We have to embrace the change. Globalizations. In the past 20 years, globalization, WTO did a wonderful job. But a lot of people don't like it because small guys did not benefit. Developing nations did not take enough advantage of that. But we have to figure out, it's not the fault of globalization. It's the system. It's the way that we could do even better. For example, we had a Silk Road. Do we think about we should be building up an E-road? We should make an E-road between Asia and USA, and Asia and Europe. On this E-road, all the small business can drive on there freely and doing business freely. On that road, everybody with a mobile phone, you can buy and sell everywhere. I think this is something we should think about. And people worry about the technology because they think technology is going to take up all the jobs. Things are not that. People worry about the machines because the computers, the robots is getting much smarter than people. I tell you what, smarter, the machine, the robot is always going to be smarter than human being in the future and today. Because they never sleep, they're never lazy, they never need anything. What they need is just electricity. And they remember things easier. They never forget things. They calculate quicker. So remember, human being can never compare who is smarter with a computer because a computer will always win. But on the other hand, that technology never kills jobs. When the first technology revolution comes, people worry about because the cars is going to take away all the jobs, people driving horses. No. First industry created a lot of jobs. Second industry, the energy industry revolution, we also created a lot of jobs. Now, I think for this internet technology, we are going to create more jobs, but the job skills are quite different. So open your mind. If we want to have a bright future, we have to follow, we have to understand, we have to like the things that young people like. We have to participate in the activities that the young people like. And the courage and responsibility. Marco Polo took 80 years from Italy to China. 4 years from Italy to China, 4 years from China back to Asia, back to Italy. Now, for 8 seconds, human being can do from Asia to China, China to Europe, or China to America for 80 times. The internet is changing the speed, changing the landscape. 800 years ago, it takes such a great courage to go from Europe to China, to go from Europe to any part of the world, because you never know whether you will be back or not. But today, internet is scary. But no matter how scary it is, this is something you need less courage than 800 years ago, our ancestors did. And entrepreneurs are those people who take the risk to try. It is people like me, we took a try 17 years ago, make internet business. By the way, I know nothing about a computer. The only thing I receive email and browse, like most of the people here. It's the courage, it's the vision that drives us. It's not the technology. You can always buy technology. It's about knowledge and wisdom. Human being, we luckily have a technology revolution. The first technology revolution will release the energy of the people. We find machine is stronger than us. The second revolution will release the distance. So that's why we can go to the moon. That is why we can run faster. We realize the machine can run faster than us. And now, this time, this revolution is release your brain. How we can think, how we do. I believe the machine will be smart. But in the past 300 years, human beings using eyes and technology see the outside world. We go to the moon, we have curiosity about outer space and Mars. But people in the past years never curiosity about the inside of ourselves, inside of the human beings. With the technology we have, with the data things we have, I bet you in next 30, 40 years, the human being is going to decoding of the humans. We are going to live longer. We are going to solve the problem of cancers. Maybe 200 years later, there will be a law that no human can live more than 200 years. Knowledge makes you smart. When you're smart, you know what you want to get. But tough life makes you become wise. When you're wise, when you have the wisdom, you know what you should give up. We are entering in a world that experience is so important. In the past, every technology revolution took about 50 years. The first 20 years, all about technology. So a lot of people worried, scared. Next 30 years, people start using the technology in their own areas. So we are lucky that we are moving from IT to DT, called information technology to data technology. The information technology is to empower yourself. The data technology is to empower the others. The IT make people like a machine. The DT will make machine like people. So, in the future, the most important thing is how we all talk about knowledge economy. It's about people. How can we train our people? Not only feed them with the knowledge, we should train and develop people's imagination. Don't think about the world is already on the peak. Nobody can imagine 20 years ago, there will be a company called Google. There will be a company called Apple will be back. There will be a company called Facebook. And I would assure you, 20 years later, you like it or don't like it, there will be more successful companies than today. There will be more rich people than today. There will be more companies you have never heard about. And these will all be done by the young people. So this is what I believe. In the past 20 years, things change a lot. Next 30 years, things are going to change a lot. And by the way, by closing, I would say it took 20 years for Kazakhstan to have negotiated join the WTO. But only took us 70 years from my apartment to here. So as entrepreneur, we like a negotiate, but we like put things in reality. We make things happen. We call it just do it. Thank you very much.